Finding a great building spot where you can get some nice loot to start off your world is tough, but I may have found just that, so let's check it out. When you spawn into this world, you are quickly greeted by a village. Not only does this quickly provide you with food, but you'll find that the village will give you quite a nice haul. Between 6 iron, an iron chestplate, a saddle, a piece of bread, and some saplings, this is a nice haul to start off your world. Not only is the loot great, but the location is great too. Looking around this location, you'll quickly find a great looking river that runs through the savanna and plains biomes. The river is a great width and it runs a far distance. This is an awesome spot to get building on your first project, and you can come up with some cool ideas to include the river into your build. If you are looking for more quick loot, just travel into the desert and pretty much straight ahead after a short travel, you'll come across a village and a temple right next to each other. You'll come out of the temple with 4 gold, a piece of golden horse armor, 6 emeralds, 2 golden apples, and 2 diamonds. The blacksmith inside of the village also offers up some pretty solid loot. You'll get an iron sword, another iron chestplate, 3 gold ingots, 5 iron ingots, and some more saplings. After collecting the loot, I would personally go back to spawn and get started on planning out some of the possible ideas for that area to build. Mostly just because I really like the way the river looks and I think it can offer a lot to a project, especially a spawn town or something. However, you may be interested in exploring some of the other villages or temples that aren't too far away. I personally would just take the loot I have and go on and get started. I'd explore the other villages and temples later on, but of course that's just all personal preference, so let's check out some of these other villages while we're at it. So regardless of what you choose to do or when, there are some places that you should travel to. The first being this savanna village. Of course, since villages will spawn all crazy in these savanna biomes, you get these massive buildings with almost endless wood. Ant Venom actually did a pretty cool video on this if you want to check that out. The church steeple is actually embedded into the mountain, so it looks pretty awesome. And good luck getting into the blacksmith, but if you do, you can come out with an iron sword, an iron pickaxe, some iron boots, a piece of iron, and some food. The next place to show you is a temple that will give you a fair amount of loot. You can come out of this temple with 3 saddles, 4 iron, 4 emeralds, iron horse armor, diamond horse armor, a respiration 3 book, and an unbreaking 3 book. You can possibly put those 4 emeralds to use at a village that is right next to this temple. Unfortunately, this village doesn't have a blacksmith, but it is great for the food and the villagers regardless. This location may be a bit random, but I wanted to show you that there is an igloo within 2,000 blocks of your spawn, and also the igloo is kind of buried within a hill in the terrain, and I just thought it was cool and I wanted to share it with you guys. It's odd for me to show you multiple igloos in a video because I've never actually shown one in a video, but I'm gonna show you another one because these 2 igloos I just found to be kind of unique. And this igloo is actually held up by a pretty cool stone brick pillar type thing, and I just thought that was really cool. To see an igloo within a ravine is something pretty unique to me. This ravine does offer some like caves connected off of it too, so that's an added bonus to this ravine. And there is a mine shaft that isn't too far away. I'll give you the dig down point. The dig down will bring you into a fully squared off room, which is pretty cool in itself. Be careful of mobs though. So I usually record these videos by writing a script out and talking about the points of interest. This one I'm actually talking about a little bit after because I figured I really wanted to show you this point too. It's a stronghold within 3,000 blocks away from spawn, which is actually not that far of a distance, and I just think it's cool that there's all these things. This is the farthest thing away. There's all of these things, these villages, temples, igloos, within such a short distance of spawn. This isn't that far of a travel distance, so I really needed to show it to you. I'm going to provide you with the links to the Stronghold and Portal Room, so you can get there pretty easily. But of course, I also recommend exploring the Stronghold, because I did find a chest within the Stronghold that did have some iron gear in it. So there's some pretty useful items within the chests, I suppose. So you might want to check that out. At least, that's what I recommend. You can just go straight to the Stronghold if you want. The last place I really need to mention is a fully buried desert temple. This is really cool. I mean, sometimes you see buried desert temples, but they have some small portions of the desert temple sticking out or something. But this one is fully buried, so I really needed to show it. I will provide the location where you can dig down safely into it, so that you don't take any damage and you're just safe if you dig down in this spot. I just thought it was a cool little spot to go to, and it does provide some decent loot. You can come out with 2 saddles, 5 iron, an emerald, golden horse armor, 5 gold, and 3 books including sharpness 3, lore 2, and punch 2. Aside from these places, there are of course other villages and temples. Some of them are decently close by too, but I'm going to let you explore those for yourself. I've added some into the description, but there are still more for you to explore. Anyways, I think I finally came across a seed that is great in terms of getting loot and a great looking location to build. I mean, I'm really stuck on that river, but I think that river can really be implemented into looking cool within a build. I just think it's a nice river. And I also just think this is a brilliant seed that I needed to share with you guys. Speaking of seeds, I recently started a top 5 seeds series, but I have to say, I'm going to be doing that every other week from now on. That'll give me a little bit more time to adjust in terms of finding seeds and letting seeds build up on minecraftseeds.net. So again, if you have any seeds that you need to share, please share them there, and they may be featured inside of one of my videos if they're one of the top seeds on the site for those 2 weeks that I have in between. So, for weeks that I'm not doing a top 5 seed, you're going to get a seed showcase video instead, allowing me to show you some of the seeds that I personally find. Also want to mention that this video probably would have been out 2 hours ago, but there's a freaking neighbor's dog that won't stop barking, and I am just sick of it. No, seriously, it's so annoying. Ugh. But that is going to do it for me in this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. And I hope you kind of like this style of video. Again, I'm going to be uploading more seed showcases, some in this style, some in just an exploring style. And yeah. But that's going to do it for me. I want to thank you all for watching. I'm out of here. See ya.